Hey guys, Mark Holmes here, and no, I'm not in California. I'm actually here working on the barbecue. We put in the barbecue about 2 hours ago, and I found out something really important. Yeah. So I had a bag of apple chunks, you know, and it had some real nice chunks like this one. Okay? Yeah, that's what you want, because this will burn and smother real nice and slow. That was great. But that was on top. Underneath, let me show you what I had. Underneath, the rest of the bag is all these small little pieces. Now they'll smoke. They'll smoke fine. Problem is they won't last. They'll burn up real quickly, which means then you got to keep coming back and adding more to it. Not a good thing. So I went back to Home Depot because I was going to go ahead and get me another bag of chunks. Here's the problem. All they had were little chips. These are great if you have an electric smoker because you got a small box and it'll simmer these. Well, not so much with this being like actually a real flame. So you have to get, you either have to keep coming out, putting on a whole lot more chips, or you have to kind of start thinking through this. So what I've done is I'm going to do a couple of things. I put like a bed of the chips on the charcoal, and then I lit up some more charcoal and put on top of it. The charcoal on top of it's hot and will make it smolder, but it will also keep some of the oxygen down to keep it smoking good. So you can see it smoking. Can you see it? See it smoking real good right now. And I'm going to take some of these chips and I'm going to soak them in water, so that way they'll just kind of smother and smoke. So that's how we'll kind of get around this whole situation. And so we're about 2 hours in, and let's check. Look at that. So a couple hours in, we're at 66 on one and 70 on the other. Remember I told you? The temperature getting to that 150 goes up real quick. But from that point on, it takes hours. I mean, hours to move like 10 degrees. So it's going to be a long night. But that's cool, because this is a labor of love. It's one of those things that you can't rush something like this. You just got to be cool. Just be cool. And just make sure you got plenty of smoke going. So we're going to be doing a lot tonight. So hopefully you got plenty of natter days, because we got to take care of the barbecue. Hey guys, well, it's about 10 o'clock right now, and we're coming in and checking. And 108 and 109 degrees. Coming along pretty good. But unfortunately, I got to keep on adding chips and stuff in here every couple of hours. Let me check and see how we're doing. Pretty good. Still got some nice coal in there. I like that. We'll give it a little blow. Yeah, see, look at that. Still got good coals in there. Now somebody told me, don't be opening up the door. You're opening up the door, you're letting out all the heat. Well, here's the good thing about this unit right here, is because this door up here, it's insulated. It's well insulated. The heat is still rising. Now I know it will drop it a little bit, but not much. What I'm going to do, you see that smoke is coming. There we go. I'm going to add some that are wet on top of it as well. That way, it'll get me some more good smoke again. So I'm going to have to keep on doing that tonight every few hours or so to get that smoke. Just it'll kind of take the edge off of it. And then what I'll do later is I'll add some more charcoal to it. That'll be nice and hot. But so far so good. We're at 108. That's what, I told you guys. I told you. When you end up doing these, about the first 6 hours, you get up to about, 140, 150 degrees or so. But man, it's forever to get it up to that 190. But I'm happy. Yeah, 108. 108 and 109. Well, it's going to be a long night, but it's okay because I probably can't sleep anyway because tomorrow is football. Well, it's about midnight, and temperature-wise, we're at 138 on both of them. Dead on. Wow, that's amazing. Usually one, might be a little bigger than the other, or, it might be a degree or two different. So I'm going to try and get me a couple hours sleep. So I've got a couple of chunks, not too many. I've got a couple of good chunks, and I'm going to get some extra charcoal up on top. I put some of those wet ones underneath of it. Right now, I don't know if you can see, but we actually still have good smoke coming out of it right now. So we should be good okay for about, maybe I'll get this bigger pieces of charcoal and the bigger pieces of wood that I have in there and get that in there, and hopefully that'll be good for, a few hours. Go to sleep for about 3 hours or so and come back out and check on it and see how it goes. But they're getting there. You can see that they're beginning to glaze over real nice and stuff. They got a long way to go. 138 degrees sounds great. Be perfect if it was a steak. But pork, low and slow. So 6 hours in, you went from 43 degrees to just about right to 138. So what is that? It's almost 100 degrees. But the next 50 are hell. Yeah, we still got some good smoke coming off. That'll, like I said, that's kind of banking, like my parents would always say. They still have a wood stove, but as my mom would say, you're gonna bank the fire. So they go ahead and put in a lot of wood in there so that way it'll burn nice and slow. Turn the damper down on it so that way it will keep the house warm and stuff, and that way they start a fire. But yeah, I'll be back in a few hours after I get a little bit of sleep. All right, we are only 13 hours away from the 1 o'clock kickoffs. It's 3 a.m. and I'm checking on barbecue. 156 and 158. We're gonna need to add some more water to the wash, and we're gonna need to add some more wood chips. But let's just take a quick peek here. You can see. Let's see. Yeah, there's not enough light, but you can see that it's beginning to get, kind of touch a little bit. It's getting closer. Gonna need to add some more wood chips in. I got a couple of big chunks of wood left over, so I'll use the big chunks I have, and we'll bank it one more time for a few more hours. Sorry, went asleep there. Not bad. Still, little few pieces of coal and stuff still in there. I'm gonna try and just gonna get rid of and just start all over. This is where there's a lot of ash in there, so that'll absorb a lot of the heat. So I'll pull that out. That way it'll be able to get totally in there. Mark's definitely out of water. That's a good chunk of wood. There we go. Yeah. Put a few of these wet chips in here. Few of those dry ones. Well, I'm gonna go back to bed for about 3 more hours. But hey, it's game day now. It's Sunday. And do you know where your pulled pork is? Oh. See you in a couple hours. Happy game day, friends. Happy game day morning, guys. It's 6:15 in the morning and time to help the barbecue. Remember I told you? You get to 150 pretty quick, and then the temperature takes a while. At 3 o'clock, it was 156, 165. We still have 30 degrees to go. Let's take a look at it and see how they look. Come on. You can see those juices? Ooh, that juice. Look at that. Still beginning to get the bark on them. So I need to add some more water in the bark. Boy, I'm tired. Add some more water in the wash and add some more coals into this as well. Let's check and see how that's doing. Still a little bit in there. We'll add some more, and then I'm gonna go back and lay down for about another hour, and then get up. The sun will be up in maybe another hour or so. Pulled pork. It's a labor of love. It's been 12 hours. Hey, it's Mark. It's about 7:30 and I haven't had my coffee yet, but I'm out here checking out what we got. We are, since 6 o'clock, we only went up 5 degrees, 169. So still got good 15, 16, 17 degrees to go. And I just want to take a quick look. Now, you see the sun is coming up, so you guys can actually see it. Let's take a look inside. I'm going to put some more charcoal and some more wood in here. Get her smoking again. Ooh, you see? Look at that. You're beginning to see that bark get on there. That's a good sign. And oh, you can see that's, look at the juice on that. Man. Yeah. Probably about, I love the sweet, smoky taste. Oh, man. So it probably got about maybe 3 more hours left to go on it. You know, I love my my instant charcoal piece right here. But on that, oh, it tastes, the outer bark is going to taste smoky. You can taste the sweet. You got a little bit of that cayenne pepper. It's going to be really good. Once we pull it apart, now again, you know, everybody has their own style. I like to have a sweet barbecue, so I actually make my barbecue sauce. So the next step is going to be is making the coleslaw and making the sauce. So the first thing we'll do that in the kitchen. But the thing you do to keep your coleslaw nice and crisp, this isn't a mayonnaise-y coleslaw. It's not. It's a spicy one. We put jalapeno peppers in there, and we also take and put the vegetables in a salt and water bath for about 2 hours, and that'll pull out the moisture and keep it crispy. So when you freeze it, you'll be good to go. But we're going to go ahead and get on to the next step.